Everyone's talking about Canada. We couldn't help ourselves. It was supposed to roll out on Canada Day, but hey, it's never a bad day to talk about a day. In case you're wondering, I was made in Canada too. I asked my parents, don't worry about that too. We're going to talk about some Canadian stuff on the show today, including a little design by Makeup Mandy. All that and more coming up on CKPG today. How does that go again? That's right. Eden Spas Jacuzzi. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were rolling there. We got a great show for you today. Great feature here at Eden Spas in Prince George. They got a great jingle, okay? We get it. But they also have some great home maintenance tips for you and your hot tub. We're going to talk about that on this edition of Home Improvement with the Canadian Home Builders Association. As you can see, plenty of reason to be excited here in Eden Spas, including this piece of technology. Landon, thanks for making the time to chat today. Tell me a little bit about this.
No problem. So this tub, brand new from Jacuzzi. As far as like maintenance goes, the biggest thing, it's called True. So True is a new system that's come out from Jacuzzi that's millions of little nanobubbles, 2,500 times smaller than a grain of salt. And they're introduced with oxygen, and they're constantly pumped through your lines. You don't see them, you don't know about them, but they're working in the background. And so they're constantly cleaning bacteria, cleaning up the tub, cleaning the lines. So as close as humanly possible to chemical free. 99.9999% chlorine free. Less chlorine than drinking water.
And that's true, it's not false.
Yeah,
it's true.
Exactly.
Like they didn't name it false for a reason.
Yeah. The other thing that comes with that is Smart Tub. And so that's monitoring that system constantly. And so it's constantly working in the background as well. So you have an app on your phone, it's monitoring, telling you that it's working properly. It'll tell you if you ever have an issue with the tub.
Yep.
It will tell you like basically what your temperature is. You can change temp, so full control. So if you're in Mexico, you're working your hot tub, you know where it's at.
You know if the person that's house sitting got in your tub.
Exactly. Also, you know that your chemicals are done. You're on holiday, so it's just taking care of itself. Yeah, it's just doing its thing.
It's kind of funny. It's like the robot that cleans your house. Keeps going.
So less chlorine than anything on the market. You know, there's really nothing that can touch it. Salt breaks down into chlorine, so you still get a higher chlorine system. This is a natural way, the first natural way to really have a hot tub.
I'll ask you this, because people obviously, you know, hot tubs have a lifespan, and it's just a fact of life. The longevity on something like this, in theory, probably a little bit better.
Much longer. A few big things are like your cover, your pillows, your jets, all of that kind of stuff is just gonna go from like, you know, 4 or 5 years, all of a sudden no wear and tear on it from chemical, right? And that's really what breaks them down inside. And so, yeah, much longer life on everything.
Interesting.
It's gonna be absolutely crazy.
I love learning about new things here on the show. This is very cool. So if you're interested, come and check this out at Eden Spas. They got it. And I say we should go take a look at the other big elephant in the room.
The big swim spa? Yeah, let's check it out.
Oh yeah, not an elephant, but. The riptide is going on. It's actually not a riptide, it's current.
Current, yeah, current. So yeah, this is set on like number 2 out of 5 as far as the swim goes, but you can crank these things right up.
Like Michael Phelps speed.
Yeah, exactly. But you could push yourself right out the other end if you wanted to. I mean, sky's the limit. But yeah, we wanted to talk a bit about the chemical maintenance on one of these guys, or even in our 200 series. So we still use a UV system. It's called Clear Ray, and that UV is constantly working again in the background, so killing bacteria as the water passes by the light. And so we actually again use less chlorine than salt water in our swim spas and our base series. Those Clear Ray bulbs are working. They basically go a year at a time.
Okay.
And so you replace that bulb once a year. Really basic as far as maintenance. And what that does is cut that chlorine level back to 1 to 3 parts per million. And so to give you an idea, a typical pool is kind of in the 10 parts per million.
Yep.
A saltwater tub is 3 to 5 parts per million. And then you're going to be 1 to 3 once you get into a UV system.
Wow, that's a lot
so
less
again, just way less maintenance, a lot easier to take care of,
and
better for your skin.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. Smell better, and better for your skin, better for your covers, better for all your moving parts in the tub. So we've been doing that for a while now. We love those UV systems. They've been really efficient, working really well.
Yep.
And yeah, like I say, standard in all of our swim spas and even our base series tubs. So
if there's a reason to upgrade, probably the new technology or even semi-new is probably the reason.
So go from like minimal chlorine to like nothing. Just, yeah, zero maintenance, as easy as humanly possible. Just, yeah, taking care of itself.
I'll ask you this too.
Yeah.
We were just talking off camera. Prince George, a hot tub town?
Huge. I mean, anyone in the north, really, right? Like every time you're cold, you think about getting in a hot tub.
I think of someone that has one. That's what I think about.
Well, that's been all of February, right? I mean, we're all dying to get into hot tubs at this point. Minus 20, like that's crazy. But yeah, we service a huge territory. So we cover basically like Fort St. John, Smithers, 100 Mile. Just hot tubs are super popular in the north. We're one of the biggest dealers in Canada, just being in Prince George with 80,000 people, right? So yeah, just goes to show. PG's behind us on the hot tubs.
I like it. Okay, well, thanks for your time today, Landon. If you're wondering where Eden Spas is, come and check out. Well, they're going to have it soon. Maybe if not, if you haven't seen it yet, the rubber duck on the roof.
Yes, look to the duck. 25-foot duck on the roof. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Landon.
Home Improvement on CKPG today is brought to you by the Canadian Home Builders Association of Northern BC. Look for the logo, the sign of Canada's home building professionals.
Big weekend coming up for the Fill the Bus campaign. It's a fundraiser in support of Jake McLeod, the UNBC Timberwolves involved, and Celeste in for us today to talk a little bit about this. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Yeah, of course.
So tell me a little bit about the initiative here from the TSAS and what you guys got planned.
Yeah, so the initiative is called Fill the Bus. It's a charity event where we raise money and, most importantly, bottles and cans for Jake and his family. This is going to be taking place on the 15th and 16th of March, so coming up here, and we'll be there from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Art Naps parking lot, collecting any type of proceeds that anyone would like to help support Jake and his family.
Perfect. How many years have you been in Timberwolf for?
I'm in my 4th year now.
Your 4th year. Okay, so this is your 4th fundraiser because they do it every year, right?
Yes, This is I've been involved every year, but this is my 2nd year as an executive.
Okay. Now, hearing Jake's story, walk me through a little bit about what went through your mind here, because I went to high school with the guy, Prince George athlete. He tried everything, played football, I believe a little bit of rugby as well. But walk me through a little bit about what you know about Jake and what made you guys choose him as a beneficiary.
Yeah, so we honestly just saw Jake as a really great individual. He's just a very kind, well-mannered person, and ultimately what we're looking for is people who will not only good candidates, but will accept our support. And Jake just seemed like a perfect candidate for us, especially because of his impact he's had on the Prince George community as well.
Definitely.
And overall, his story was also very inspiring, so we just felt like we could really connect with him on that level as well, which made us really want to reach out to him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for those who don't know, Jake McLeod going through a pretty serious medical battle right now, pretty life-altering as well. He struggled through his entire life, and now it's pretty inhibitive as to he can't work. He's been put out of that, and it's just a constant trips to the medical clinic, dealing with a lot of things going on. Yeah, does it make you think, Celeste, how grateful are we to just be able to do what we're doing right now?
Yeah. Well, 100%. I mean, it only affects nearly 1 in every 3,000 people. So it is quite a rare condition. And that was something that we look for as well, is not only how can we support this person monetarily, but also how can we raise awareness for such a rare condition as well. So.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. You guys get the chance to do this, raise a ton of dollars over your years. Yeah. How good does it feel as a Timberwolf to be able to give back to the community like this as well?
It's such a good feeling, because being able to give back to the community, but in more of an impactful way, because you get to be a part of the initiative, is, such a good feeling, and knowing that we can help somebody, feel better. And it's, takes a lot of stress off of people, and it really doesn't, it's not any extra work for us. We enjoy doing community initiatives, so it's just really exciting to always be a part of it in such a big way.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, use the platform, get it out there. So for people who want to donate, all they have to do, Fill the Bus. What are you asking for? Bottles?
Yeah, so we accept bottles and cans at the Art Naps parking lot location. And we also do on our Facebook, the TSAS Timberwolves. We have Facebook and Instagram, and we have a link in bio that you can donate directly to the GoFundMe, or we also have a QR code you can scan, and you can be directed to the GoFundMe in that way as well.
Pretty easy. We'll link that on ckpgtoday.ca as well, our website. Great to see the Timberwolves out in the community supporting. Jake McLeod, yeah, just such a good guy back in high school, Dutchess Park Condor alum. And yeah, great that you guys are giving him some love, some supports in a time of need. So thanks so much for stopping by today.
Thank you very much.
Pretty exciting contest for you. Your chance in this envelope to win 2 tickets to see Shen Yun in Vancouver in April, plus a stay at the Rosedale on Robson to accommodate that. We're going to give you a chance to win on the show here. The only thing, you just have to guess where I'm going to hide these tickets, okay? Time to get hiding. All right, where did I hide them? Well, you'll have to guess online at ckpgtoday.ca. That's how this works. You guess. If you're right, you get entered into the draw. If you're the only one that guessed that location and you're right, you win. Just couldn't get more simple than that. Get to see Shen Yun in Vancouver, stay at the Rosedale and Robson, get the whole experience. We're offering that chance. All you got to do is head online and guess, okay? Contest ends at the end of this week, so you want to guess by Friday, by showtime. We're going to reveal the winner then, okay? Guess away, and, well, they could be anywhere.
Miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today Show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV.
All right, as you can see, paint going on the window here at Magic Wash. Mandy, you're up to it again.
Always. It never ends. I'm so happy that it doesn't end.
But this is kind of a cool one, though. This is the Canadiana version. Is this the most Canadian thing you've ever done?
I think this is the most Canadian thing I've ever painted, and and I love it. It's so much fun.
I mean, look at this. Okay, there's maple leaves, there's geese, there's moose, John Cooper. I mean, what more do you want? Beavers, maple syrup,
a bear, another bear. Yeah.
Canadiana to the max. Mandy, this is very cool. Window painting, there's never a bad time here to do it, right?
-40 isn't so fun, but
outside, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I definitely watch the weather. Paint freezes at about -10.
Okay.
So we definitely watch the weather for any outside things. So yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. This window, now Bill Wetlock, for good guy, owns the Magic Wash here. How long you've been doing this one for? Particularly a long time.
Since he opened. Like I did the first windows. He's one of my first real all the time clients, and yeah, Bill's amazing. He kind of just he gives me sort of a theme, and I just do it. So yeah.
So what did he say for this? Hey, we want John Cooper.
Yeah, he wanted something with John Cooper and Canada. He was it's Canadian owned business, owned, operated, created business. So he wanted something along those lines. And I'm like, I got you.
Got you, man. He's got it. You know, the funny thing is, I was going to say, I don't know if there's a busier place in town than a car wash in March.
Yeah, it's so busy. And it's so funny because the whole time I'm here, there's cars coming in and out, and people will be like, "Oh, I saw you at the Magic Wash painting." Well, I was getting my car done. I'm like, and you didn't say hi? I can see in, but I'm not looking in. I'm looking at the glass.
You're zoned in.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you still got some. You did this maple leaf.
Yeah.
Is there a couple more you needed help with?
Yeah. Do you want to paint with me?
Yeah.
Here,
let's
we can go do it.
It went well once.
Yeah. I think I would let you do it again. Okay.
Again? Okay.
So all you just do is I like to use a plate sometimes or containers depending on what I'm doing.
Okay.
And you don't want it to be too full. You want enough on your brush that it's not dripping, but not too much that it's that's good.
That's good.
And then what I always say is start in the middle.
Okay.
That way then if you have too much paint on your brush, you're not up against an edge.
Okay.
And you want to kind of go nice,
yeah, that.
Gentle. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I was pushing too hard.
What I do too is or what I suggest is if you want to do this at home, print out a maple leaf on your computer.
Okay.
And then trace it.
Oh, this is a cool spring break activity you could kind of do, eh?
You can totally do this with your kids. You can use pretty much any kind of paint. Some last longer than others. Here I have a few tricks up my sleeve because there is no coverage and it does get wet on the inside. So we've learned things over the years.
You got so fast. Look at this. I just made a little dent.
Well, I've done this for a while. Like this
That's
is my
fair.
like 10th year window painting. So
You know, the
Yeah.
funny thing is, I'm getting distracted by the car wash. I don't know how you do
it's
this.
so fun, right? Well, you have to just not look at the car wash part. My favorite is when they put the soap on the car though, because it's all rainbowy and unicorny. So I do enjoy that.
Hey, look at that.
It looks
It's
great.
done.
It
It's
looks
pretty
really
good.
Yeah, and then so some colors like red, I would do 2 coats. Like
Okay.
you can tell, like here,
Yeah, you did that thick.
It's got 2 coats of it because red just is one of those colors that isn't as opaque.
Yep.
But if you wanted to do a really fast one,
Okay.
okay, whoop, there's a good
Yep.
cut on this. You can do this one. I'll let you do
Okay.
this one. Okay, so do you see how on this guy, how I just sort of like, basically just went like whoosh, 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 whoosh around it?
Yes.
Okay, brush, paint.
Yep. Where,
And
where
there's
am
a
I
little
done?
one right here.
Oh, just there. Oh, okay, the stencil. So this is what you're saying for a spring break activity. You just print something out.
Print something out. You can put it on the opposite side of the window and trace it.
Okay.
Or you can just do like this. Now mine's laminated because I'm fancy.
Kinda
and
like
just,
that?
Yeah, give her.
This is kind of fun. I
I
feel
know,
like
right? Like you're like a little kid.
I'm a little kid. That's exactly what I felt like.
And if you go from it and flick out, you get like a nice,
Oh.
like a nice edge.
Oh, I see.
Then
See,
you're not
tips and
pushing
tricks
paint into
on the stencil.
into it. You're brushing it off of it. Sorry, I should have said that.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
have to
just
wash
assumed.
off your stencil now.
It's all good. The nice thing about it is if you did screw it up, which I don't think you did, is we can just scrape it off. Like
oh yeah?
paint is like, it's not scary. Like honestly, people are always like, oh, I'd be so scared to make a mistake. I'm like, well, if you do make a mistake, like I'm gonna steal your brush.
Yeah, you fix it.
Like, no, like let's say you did this and you're like, oh no, I made
no.
a mistake. Well, you just get your razor blade tool and you remove it. Like, it's not scary.
She makes it look easy. You're
I
a
know.
natural.
Well, I've done it a few times. Yeah, and then you would just like, here, we'll use this so I don't get too much paint on me. Although I'm already covered in it.
I covered it.
Look at
with-
that.
Okay,
See?
that looks pretty
That
good.
looks pretty good.
Look at that. It's the stamp of approval.
It's
The
good.
Canadian stamp of approval.
Like I'm not gonna take it off. It looks good. You did good.
High five. There you go. A spring break activity and a little behind the scenes action with Mandy today. Thanks so
you.
much.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is so much fun.
Sorry, eh?
Hey there, got an idea or suggestion for the show? Reach out and connect through our social media or send us an email at letstalk@ckpgtoday.ca. Check out some of these events coming up in our community. There's a pretty cool design competition happening at the Northern Sports Center March 14th. This is from high school students across the region competing in 3 rounds of competition to try and throw bean bags. And, well, there'll be some more coverage on CKPG today. Stay tuned. Coming up at the Prince George Conference and Civic Center, Prime Time Wrestling returns with The Ring. March 14th and 15th, watch as Andy Anderson, the Prospector, and many fan favorites compete once again. Check out the Prince George Youth Symphony Orchestra in collaboration with the PG Conservatory of Music for Anna Maria and Maestro Vivaldi. A very special performance is going on tour, not only here in Prince George, but also to Vanderhoof and Fraser Lake. And the best named event on this community calendar for sure, Planned Parenthood. Need I explain any more? Check out this event at Art Nap Plantland, March 16th. If you have an event, send us the info. Let's talk at ckpgtoday.ca.
When you look back in the old archives, old articles, there's some things to make you go, only in Prince George would this happen. One of them being about animal parts for sale. Not going to give you any more. We're going to take a look at it today in local history.
Well, let's take a look at this very Prince George-esque story from the year 2000, okay? Animal parts such as antlers, hides, and horns are put up for sale. Not meat. They don't do that. But these are sold, put into the province's general revenue fund, or some of them are even donated to educational purposes or indigenous groups. There you go. This is what happens with the animals that the COs seize over the year. Well, they have to do something with them, so this is what they do.
Truly Canadian, eh? Animal parts for sale. Hey, I love it up here. True North, strong and free. And always, we're going to be providing that Canadian content you know and you love. That's what our show's all about. What a great time to exist. We'll see you for more great Canadian content tomorrow. Until then, keep supporting local, eh? Bye for now, folks.